Okay, today you join me in my backyard. It is July 12th. It's 8 p.m. It's time for my bedtime. It's the end of the week. Had another successful week. Was able to wake up at three days of the week at 4 a.m. And I recently in my life, I've come to many conclusions and many new thoughts and many new beliefs. And after coming to said realizations, one of the things I made an impact and immediate change on is my routine and my habits. And I'm not perfect. I'm a man. I'm human. And so I made it 4 days of the week. I wake up at 4 a.m. Monday to Thursday. I go to bed at 8. I wake up at 4. Today is Sunday, so I have to wake up at 4 tomorrow. And to be quite honest with you, I'm excited to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. And that's what the value of the routine that I built has brought me. It's that, after Thursday, after my days of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm done. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be put back in the game. I'm ready to give it my all. And it's not that I don't do work over those couple of days. I do. It's just different. It's different work. It's not as high leverage. It's not as creative. Because the highest leverage work you can do in your business is creative work, in my opinion. Everyone can do input tasks. Everyone can do hard, write down, knock it off, 100 calls a day. But it's the things that other people can't think of that compound later on in your business and later on in your life that will truly provide you the most amount of value in my eyes. Yo, Andre. He's not here. Cooking pasta, so I'm distracted while talking to you. But truly, and I'm sick of the balance now, and now I want back in, and then after the 4 days, I'm sure it'll come again where I can't wake up at 4 a.m. the next day, and I'm exhausted, and I need a mental reset, and I think this is sustainable for the life that I have now. I think, obviously, in more practicality, having a routine that's 100% all the time, every single day, you go to bed at the same time, single day you wake up at the same time is far more beneficial, but at this stage I am in life and the environment that I'm surrounded in, this is the most optimal solution that I found that allows me to pursue my goals at 100% and yet be able to operate in the environment that I'm in. And I think that's all life is understanding what environment you're put in, what situation you're put in, and making yourself malleable to exist and coexist within it and not fight against it, because anything that's friction, anything that causes friction in your life just shouldn't exist. It shouldn't be there. If you have a struggle with playing video games and you have a PC and you don't need that PC, get rid of it, sell it. Make it impossible for you to play video games. And there will no longer be friction for you to play video games. There won't be something you have to fight. You just can't. And you can apply that same principle to every other part of your life. And is this a friction I can remove and alter and take out of my life to make it easier to pursue my goals and not push against my goals, but pull my goals towards me? And that is what you want to focus on. You want to focus on pulling your goals towards you instead of pushing towards your goals, because pulling is a lot more leverage, and everything in life is just high leverage. We all have a certain amount of time here, and the thing that gives you the most power and allows me to be, who I am today is my ability to leverage that I have the time that I have. You and me have been speaking the same language for the same amount of time. We've been articulating the same amount of years, if not me less. I'm 19 years old, and I'm articulate because I study myself. I use the time to speak and my points of reflection as leverage to give me more power in the way I articulate myself and allow myself to be more articulate and to understand how to actually speak. And you just apply that to every other part of your life. Things that allow you to learn easier, allow you to pursue your goals easier. I think it is truly that simple, you know? I think it truly, truly is. I don't think it's more complicated than that. I don't think it has to be. One of the biggest focus this week has been truly enhancing my ability to discern what actions, what thoughts, and what beliefs serve my purpose in life. And I think it's very important that all of you do this one exercise. Go and write exactly who you want to be, what you want, who that person looks like, down to the bone, down to the habits, down to the routines. And anytime you wonder if an action serves you, or if a thought serves you, or if a belief serves you, ask that person that you know so well, that you've designed, a person that has achieved all of your goals. You know, when I sit there and I look at an action and I wonder if it serves me, I ask the person that has achieved the goals that I want to achieve, everything that I want, and ask them, is this something that I should do right now? It removes me from being a subject to my environment and to my circumstance, and allows me to make a decision based on who I truly want to be and the goals that I truly want to achieve. You have to remove yourself from this victim mindset and this servitude mindset that everything is set the way it is and that there is no different. And you have to allow yourself to believe that there is different and there is more. Because there is. You're the one that gets to define what is true. Truth does not exist. Truth is subjective. There is no objective fact in the world. Humans have designed what truth is, and that gives you power in believing what thoughts are yours, what you think of depression, what you think of happiness, and you get to design and orchestrate your life exactly to how you want and what will benefit you the most. Be selfish and understand that humans are innately selfish, and that is okay. Be selfish in what you want. Because that's all we fucking have. Bless you. I gotta check my pasta. I'll be right back. You have complete and utter control of the world that you live in. And the sooner you come to acceptance of that, the easier it is. And there is no point in thinking that things are set in stone. It's just you have been so programmed your entire life, and so have I, and I still battle my programming to this day. You have been so programmed to think a certain way, to believe a certain way, that anything outside of that is deemed as wrong. And that's why I push risk so much. That's why I started something called Project Risk, to help you embrace risk and take risks. Because in today's world, society has drawn such a strong border around itself. And anything that is outside of that border and outside of that system is deemed as risky, is deemed as stupid, is deemed as illogical. But oftentimes those are the decisions and those are the things that you have to take action on. Those are the decisions you have to make. And that's what will allow you to live true to yourself. That's why I say risk is a tool to live true to yourself, because you have to take risks outside of the societal norms, outside of the societal pressures, to be who you truly want to be and unlock your true potential. And the common question I get is, why? Well, how do I know what's worth risking for? Find a reason. Find a why. The best representation of the exact example I can give you is I had a why since I was a kid that I developed for myself to be the protector and provider for my family. And I realized that the traditional system and the traditional way of life is not going to get me there. So I chose to drop out of school and make it fucking happen myself. Now look at me. Right? You have that same ability. So find a reason, find a why, use that as discernment to how you should act, how you should live, design what your future self looks like, and ask that person all the time to help you in that discernment of what actions serve that purpose, what you should be doing, what your routines look like, what your life looks like. And take necessary risks that you have to take in order to break out of the societal boundaries and to achieve what you actually want to fucking achieve. And then you get to stage 3, where I'm in, where you begin to tell your story to develop other free-thinking individuals and actually bring value to the world. I mean, of course, I get value from talking and speaking to you guys. I get selfish value because I'm rewarded for doing this. I get closer to achieving my goals. I get benefit of when someone sits there and they listen to me like I am a person of status. But you're still getting value. Is that a selfish reason? Yes, but I'm still providing value. Everyone's selfish nature is different. Some people get more out of giving, and some people get more out of getting. And come to acceptance with that. It doesn't mean a bad thing to be selfish. Not at all. The only reason why my family value gets so much value is because I am selfish. It's been another long week. And a lot of progress. We really set a lot of the foundations to the companies that I want to build. No matter what point you are in life, you will always come to roadblocks, and you will always come to challenges, and the challenges will get bigger. And the best thing you can do, and the best thing way you can operate in today's world is thank those challenges. Be grateful that your partner left you. Be grateful that you don't have any fucking food in your fridge. Be grateful that you don't have the money for those things. Be grateful. Find gratitude in every scenario. And use every scenario to your advantage. Because in every scenario there is a benefit, and there is a lesson, and there is a gain. There is no scenario in life in which you cannot learn something from. Zero. No matter how bad, no matter how good. If anything, you learn more when you're in the bad. I'm sick of people asking me for advice and what to change, and I tell them, and they sit there and they don't do anything. But that's people. I could sit here and tell you everything you need to fucking do. I could give you the roadmap to get everything you ever want in your entire life, but you won't go and fucking do it. You need to figure that out yourself. At the end of the day, no one will save you, and you have to realize that. There is no one that will achieve the goals that you want to achieve for you. You have to do them yourself. Yes, find value in watching videos like this. Find value in gaining other perspectives, but understand that no one will do it for you. No one will bring you to where you want to be for you. Because at the end of the day, the things you want to achieve, it isn't the materialist objects. It's the person you want to be when you have those things. And to be that person is self-development, is developing yourself as an individual that can have those things. And all of a sudden, as soon as you become that person, you'll have those fucking things. It's that simple. You just first have to develop the person that can be the one to have those things. I question sometimes why I sit here and I talk to the camera for 20, 30 minutes a day, 4 times a week, and post them. But for one, it's a documentation of my thoughts and allows me to get better at articulating myself and bring clarity on what I'm thinking and what I'm tackling. But ultimately, I love talking. It's that fucking simple. And the idea of somebody getting value from me speaking is a beautiful thing. So at the end of the day, you could go through and watch all of my videos and gain all my perspectives and gain all my beliefs, but at the end of the day, you got to do it your fucking self. No one will ever do anything for you. Design your future life. Find a reason for why you want that future life. Take a risk for that fucking reason. Make sure it's a good fucking reason. It'll make the risk worth it. And continue to live true to your truest self. Continue to ask that version of yourself that you want to be what actions you should do, what thoughts serve you, what beliefs you should have, and subscribe to the things that truly provide value to you. It's that fucking simple. Genuinely is not more complicated than that. And you sit there and you sometimes I used to wonder, like, why is it that when I ask these older guys, like, the questions, the secrets to life, they always give me a one-liner, because life is just fucking one-liners. The one-liners are just different perspectives based on different personal experiences. My opinions, my views, my beliefs, my thoughts are always going to alter in the future. They will always change. I will never be the same person because my experience tomorrow will change the person I am today. And the more experiences that compound, the more I'll change. So the best thing you can do is operate in a way that you believe serves the purpose that you want to achieve in the today. And make sure your actions today are providing value to the you in 3 months instead of tomorrow or today. Don't operate out of instant gratification, because that won't bring you to where you want to be. If you truly look at anything that brings your life tremendous amount of value, eating well, working out, working on that business, it's the compounding inputs that truly matter. When you show up every single day and you work out for 3 months, you don't see anything in the first week. It's only on the third month you might see progress. And it's the same with anything in life. And if you bring that mentality to anything in life and you look to see progress in 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, I promise you that progress will catch up to you, as long as you set the necessary inputs that you need to put in order to become and achieve the goal that you want to achieve in those 3 months. If you want a physique that no one else has, design the inputs for the next 3 months. Put in those inputs and that will come. It is that fucking simple with everything else you want to achieve in life. Work hard. Achieve your goals. Live true to yourself. Love yourself. The more you love yourself, the more confidence you'll gain in yourself, and the more confidence you'll have in making your discernments of your actions and the thoughts that serve you. But please understand that none of the thoughts that you have are yours. The only control that you have is what thoughts you act on and what thoughts you believe in. They have programmed you so much to think a certain way and to believe that things are a certain way, to make you less of a man and to make you work less hard and to make you not achieve the things that you want to achieve. They want you to be a slave mind within society. They want you to sit there and push the fucking carts and work the register. They want you to operate what they have built. Understand that, and that realize that that is not a falsehood. That is not a false reality. That is the reality that you're living in. And the best control you have is to say, no, I deny what they've programmed me with. I've denied what they told me I need to believe in. And I do, and I choose what I wish, what I think is right. Say fuck the programming and dictate the life that you want to live. And you start by understanding that you are fucking programmed, and come to acceptance the fact that you are, that society is fucking you. And society will continue to fuck you, because we live in a world where no one will stand up. And I don't have the power to stand up yet. I don't have the power to build the people that I want to build in order to help change society, because they have gotten very, very fucking good at having control. And you can see that in everywhere in society now. There is no unity. There is no courage. There is no strength. Everyone operates on their sole segmentations, what they believe they align with the most, even though they've been programmed to believe in that way. Even though something is so illogically correct, they'll sit there and go, oh, no, I think that's right. They've designed you to be the least capable you can possibly be, and to be the best worker you can possibly be from day fucking one, from the moment they put you into school. And I know this because I dropped out, because I fucking understood that. You are under attack. They want you to lose. They want you to conform. And they do not want you to be a strong individual that believes in the right things. And the best thing you can do for society is not try to save society, it's to save yourself. Save yourself and the world will heal. Save yourself and share the story of how you did so, and others will follow. And that is exactly what I'm doing in hopes to bring the benefit that I can to this world. Thank you very much for watching another Thirlwell speech. I'm going to eat my pasta. Good luck.